Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like Puerto Rico will never be the same. They have not even bounced back from Hurricane Maria, Hurricane Irma, and now they got hit with a massive earthquake. And they have not even rebuilt that place from the hurricanes. And so many people left the island because, there were power issues and many of the homes were not in good shape anymore. Roofs were gone. I remember the first time I saw aerial shots. There were so many roofs gone on houses. And then probably about a year ago, they did another aerial shot, and those tarps are still on the roof, which tells you right there, there's an awful lot of homes they haven't even gotten around to as far as fixing the roof. It is just crazy. But y'all, this came out in NPR January 7th, 2020. Puerto Rico declares state of emergency after quake rocks residents awake. So they were asleep. I think that's when it's scary. I lived through Hurricane Sandy, and that happened when it was dark. It is scary when these natural disasters happen at night because at that point, when power goes out and you got debris flying everywhere or buildings collapsing, it makes everything even more difficult. So, people across southern Puerto Rico woke to find broken brick walls and felled power lines Tuesday after a 6.4 magnitude earthquake struck before dawn. The major tremor hit a coastal stretch near the communities of Ponce and Guanica at about 4:24 a.m. local time, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The quake, just the latest in a series of tremors to hit the region, crumbled walls, destroyed houses, and knocked out most of the island's power after an automatic protection system kicked in, shutting down all of Puerto Rico's power plants. Wow. I tell you what, these folks are not getting a break. They are not getting a break. Personally, I think the ones that are remaining on the island, trying to remain there, they're going to eventually going to have to break down and leave. I really do believe that. At least one person died Tuesday in the city of Ponce after one of the walls of his home fell on him, according to Puerto Rican officials. At least 8 other people were also injured because of the earthquake. Puerto Rico's Governor Wanda Vasquez declared a state of emergency Tuesday morning, activating the National Guard and facilitating the flow of funds to the emergency response. She has also requested a disaster declaration from the White House, a request supported by Puerto Rico's representative to Congress, Jennifer Gonzalez, and Florida Senators Rick Scott and Marco Rubio. Wow, look at that. Whew. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so you can see, all right. We have not been exposed to this kind of emergency in 102 years, Vasquez said at a news conference Tuesday, referring to the 1918 quake and tsunami that killed scores of people in Western Puerto Rico. Wow. Y'all, I just don't know how this place is ever going to get back on their feet. I'm serious. The unpleasant wake-up call represents just the latest jolt for Puerto Rico, where a 5.8 magnitude trembler hit the same area Monday morning. Residents have now found their lives disrupted and their buildings damaged in a series of earthquakes over roughly the past 2 weeks. So it's showing you exactly where it's hitting. It is hitting generally in the same area when you look at this map. It's like a cluster of them. Wow. In the past several weeks, we've had hundreds of small earthquakes in the same region, explained John Geyer, um, a geophysicist with the USGS. It began on December 28th when we had a 4.7 magnitude earthquake there. Since the 4.7, we've had over 400 magnitude 2 plus earthquakes. Wow, 400? Wow. Damn. Yeah, that's right. They're going to have to go house by house, building by building to see if there's anybody that didn't make it. That's the only thing you can do in these disasters. As common as the quakes have been recently, the strength of Tuesday's trembler and its aftershocks, which reach a magnitude of 6.0, that's very strong. That's strong. Nevertheless, represented a shock to the residents who felt it. I'm sure it did. Wow. Look at that. I've never been so scared in my life, one resident of Ponce, Nelson Rivera, told the Associated Press after fleeing his home near the epicenter of the earthquake. I didn't think we would get out, I said. We'll be buried here. Tuesday earthquake comes just a day after a major earthquake toppled a local landmark, a natural rock archway along the coast known as Punta Ventana. The tourist attraction collapsed into the Caribbean Sea amid the tremors, though no serious injuries were reported in that incident. Wow. So a hotel collapsed into the sea? Damn. That don't sound good. But ladies and gentlemen, some of you that came on my hangout, Puerto Rico, during the Miss Universe pageant, I believe Miss South Africa won. And she was a dark-skinned woman, very beautiful, with natural hair. And people from Puerto Rico were out there posting some very nasty things about her, how she was dark-skinned, and it was real ugly. And it's amazing, just days later, they got hit with this earthquake. You know, I kid you not, back around the time before Fukushima, there was a Japanese politician that said America could get rid of their Negro and Hispanic problem by drowning all of us in the sea. And I kid you not, it must not have been a day or two after he made this statement in the press. They got hit with that bad quake and Fukushima happened. Mm-mm-mm. From your mouth to the Most High's ears. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, Puerto Rico, it was bad enough after the hurricanes when I saw many of those shots of what it looked like after Maria hit it. But this, whew, this makes it even worse. But ladies and gentlemen, this is going to force more of them to leave the island now, especially if they lost their home. That's why so many left and came to mainland. A big portion of them settled in Florida. But please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.